What's up guys, Sean Russell here, and what I want to talk about today is organization and why it's my, or almost my number one tip for success. It may not be number one, but organization is definitely one of the most important things, and without it I wouldn't be where I am today. I don't know if you know who I am, but I run a successful business. I don't have to work a 9 to 5, and I can make however much money I want each month and live wherever I want around the world. It took me a few years to get here, and I've learned so much along the way. And when I first started, I wasn't very organized. And what would happen is, and you might reconcile with this, is when I would start to get busy and have a lot of things going on, I would become easily overwhelmed. And what happens when you're overwhelmed is that your body becomes in a state of arousal, and your mind and your nervous system is activated and in the state of fight or flight. And during this state, you're actually producing different brain waves than if you were calm, cool, and relaxed. These brain waves are going to cloud your thinking. They're going to make you stressed, and along with that, you're going to be pumping cortisol throughout your body, which is going to make you even more cloudy. It's going to make you nervous, and it's just a big snowball effect. The more overwhelmed you are, the more you can't handle your shit, and the less shit you can get done. And I know when this still happens to me because, you know, sometimes you just can't help to get overwhelmed. But when I start to feel it, I really notice it, and I can pinpoint like, wow, I can't get anything done right now. So I step away from the computer, step away from what I'm doing. I'll meditate, I'll watch TV for an hour, and then I'll go back, clean slate. But the point here is not to get to that state. So what you need to do if you want to be producing your best work, and you want to be doing great things and flowing and having one of those days when you're like, wow, I did 6 hours straight of work and I got about 2 days worth done and I feel great and I'm ready to go out. You can feel like that every day. And the way to do it is by being ruthlessly organized. Not just organized, but ruthlessly organized. The first step is to use to-do lists. To-do lists are necessary because when you run your own business and you start to get successful, you're going to have a lot of things on your mind and a lot of things to do every day. If you're not organizing them on paper every day, then you're keeping them in your head. What you need to do is take them out of your head and put everything from your head on paper. Ideas, things you need to do, things you forgot, anything. Put it on paper because then your head is clear to think and do what you have to do. Make a to-do list every morning when you get up of what you want to do. Next step is to only do one thing on that to-do list at a time. I know multitasking is great, and it's a great skill to have if you need to do it, but it's not the best practice in the world. The best practice in the world is having your to-do list and then not moving on to the next thing until you cross the first thing off. Even if it takes you 6 hours, just sit down and do that one thing. Tim Ferriss, he uses a little index card and only puts 3 things on his to-do list every day, 3 big things. You make sure he gets them done. The third step is to be clean. I know you've probably seen the movie Limitless. If you're into success, you wish you could be like Bradley Cooper and take a pill to be the fucking man and have intuition and activate your entire brain. That's so cool, I know. But what's the first thing he does after he takes NZT for the first time? Other than have sex with his landlord's wife, he goes in and he cleans his apartment. When he was unsuccessful and in a rut, his apartment was a mess. As soon as he took that pill and he was enlightened, he didn't go out and do anything else except clean his apartment. He went in and he was like, wow, how can I live like this? He cleaned the entire apartment. Then he produced and made millions of dollars on the stock market. I've noticed that the more successful I become and the more I get deep into my meditative practice and the more organized I become, the more naturally clean I'm becoming. In college, I wasn't a clean dude, just ask my roommates. But now, I'm at friends' houses watching TV and I'm like folding the blankets after we're done and getting ready to go out and do something. I'm just like, it's weird, but I'm so clean now. I'll eat something and instead of putting my dish in the sink and walking away, I'll wash the dish, I'll put it away, and I'm always at a clean base. And I believe that's a huge thing that allows me to produce as much content and pump out as much work as I do. because when dishes start piling up and your room gets messy and you start getting a lot to do, it's just a big mess. But if you're at a clean slate all the time, everything you do, you clean up. You clean the bathroom after you take a shower or a bath, and if it gets dirty, I mean, I don't know why I brought that up because it doesn't usually get dirty. You clean the kitchen every time after you use it. Your room's always clean. You wake up, your room's clean. You go to bed, your room clean. You can always start at a clean slate, and I always feel that a clean environment means a clean mind, a clear mind, and that's when you're going to produce your best work. So I think with those 3 simple steps, you can literally take your business to the next level, because there's no point in going to the next level and being busy as hell and not knowing how to deal with it or handle it. So this is something that you should get down now, or maybe you are busy and you're just feeling overwhelmed. You really need to get on this, because it is one of the number one things that I attribute to being able to produce epic amount of content and just crush it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to bring you everything that I do in my daily life that I think attributes to my success, so you can emulate it and live the life you want. Break out of the 9 to 5 and wake up and go sit out on a beach somewhere. I want you to be able to do that. So subscribe to these videos, hit like below, feel free to comment, make fun of me, do whatever you want, and check out my website, SeanRussell.me, or if you're a dude, go to menimprovement.com, which is another website that I started, which is the #1 self-improvement resource for men. It's about 2 years old, and it's awesome. So check it out. Thanks a lot, guys.